Secretary of the National Practices 2006, Chair of Editor, University of Srilanka, Secretary of the National Practices. The National Conference on Green Practices 2016. I would like to invite our chief guest for this occasion, Mr. Uday Senaratne, Secretary to the Minister of Mahavali Development and Environment. Our guest of honor, Senior Professor Sunanda Madhuma Bandara, Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Professor Dilkushi Vattave, Director of the Staff Development Center, University of Kelaniya, Dr. Vasanthi Subasinghe, Chair of the National Conference on Green Practices 2016, and Ms. Shanika Vijayanayaka, Secretary of the National Conference on Green Practices 2016, to please take their places at the head table. The National Conference on Green Practices is a result of an effort to develop a mutual understanding between science and green practices. University of Kelaniya, as a pioneer higher education provider in Sri Lanka, has taken the primary step in being the first state university to adopt this concept today, going with the theme Institutionalizing Green Practices, Green for Growth 2016. I would like to welcome all our distinguished guests seated at the head table, deans of all faculties at the University of Kelaniya, Mr. Mangalayapa, the keynote speaker, plenary speakers, symposia speakers, and all the participants to the National Conference of Green Practices 2016. To start off today's proceedings, please rise for the National Anthem. I would like to cordially invite our chief guest for this occasion, Mr. Uday Senaratne, Secretary to the Minister of Mahavali Development and Environment. Guest of honor, Senior Professor Sunanda Madhuma Bandara, Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Professor P.S.M. Gunaratne, Vice Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Dr. Vasanthi Subasinghe and Dr. Madhava Chandratilaka, Conference Co-Chairs. I invite Professor Lal Lavasiri, Central Environmental Authority Chairman, to light the lamp. And also plenary speaker, Abhihansa Chandratilaka. Dr. Vasanthi Subasinghe, the Chair of the National Conference on Green Practices 2016, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. The Chief Guest, Secretary of the Ministry of Mahavali Development and Environment, Mr. Uday Senaratne, The Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Professor Sunanda Madhubu Bandara, Chairman, Central Environment Authority, Professor Lal Dharmasiri, Deans of all faculties, heads and the directors of the University of Kelaniya, eminent speakers and our sponsors, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to welcome you all to the National Conference on Green Practices 2016, organized by the Staff Development Center, University of Kelaniya. The Secretary of the Ministry of Mahavilayaya Development and Environment, Mr. Uday Senavaratne. Sir, it is a privilege to have you here today with us as a chief guest at this landmark event, considering the last-minute invitation we extended to you. Mr. Uday Senavaratne is a renowned expert in the green field, and sir, we are truly honored to have you here with us today as our chief guest. Also, I wish to take this opportunity to extend my gratitude to the Honorable Deputy Minister, Minister of Mahavilayaya Development and Environment, Anuradha Jayarathne, who unfortunately couldn't be here for the inauguration ceremony due to unavoidable circumstances. But I'm pleased to inform you all that we will have the pleasure of hearing him speak at our Symposia 1 later today. Also, I wish to extend a warm welcome to the Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Professor Sunanda Madhubu Bandara, for gracing this occasion. This conference would not have been a reality if it wasn't for the unconditional support we got from him. So we are truly honored to have you here. I'm honored to welcome the Chairman of the Central Environment Authority, Professor Lal Dharmasiri. So it is a pleasure to have you here today at this landmark event. All the deans of the faculty, registrar, bursar, librarians, heads of the departments and the directors of the University of Kelaniya. On behalf of the organizing committee of the National Green Conference, let me say it is a great strength for us to see your presence today. Further, I extend our heartiest welcome to all the speakers of the conference, including our keynote speaker, plenary speaker, and distinguished symposia speakers. Last but not least, I'm happy to welcome all other distinguished guests, dignitaries, representatives from our sponsors, presenters, friends, colleagues who are here today. All of our efforts would have meant nothing without your presence here today. Let me now say a few words about the National Conference on Green Practices. In 2014 December, University of Kelaniya adopted the Green Policy, being the first national university to adopt a green policy. Through environmentally sound practices and approaches. To make this vision reality, university has taken numerous green initiatives. For example, at the medical faculty where I'm from, we have renewable energy generation such as solar energy and also biogas production, and also we segregate our waste to the greater extent, recycling whatever it is possible to recycle and using the biodegradable waste in compost production. Further, we have taken policy decisions to minimize the paper usage, and we recycle our paper and reuse them also whenever possible. And we collect and properly dispose all our e-waste, and we have conducted various awareness programs among all our stakeholders to get them participate in all these planned green activities. Right? In addition to these, our main campus at Dalugama, we have successfully implemented projects with rainwater harvesting, wastewater treatment, as well as habitat management and biodiversity conservation. Right? So also we have initiated the proper hazardous waste and chemical waste management project, which is currently progressing. For us at the University of Kelaniya, green is no longer a concept, but it is a practice. Foundation for today's event was laid as we realized the role that the universities can play in promoting green practices. The National Conference of Green Practices 2016 was organized with the aim of bringing together all other stakeholders to share the expertise, focusing on institutionalizing green practices, Green for Growth. What is unique about this conference is we address the multiple aspects on the green practices. We focus on policies, practices, and evidence. We collaborate with the universities, state institutions, private sectors, and other organizations. We engage with professionals from the different disciplines of background, including the laymen and the school children as well. So we are taking the lead towards the future green universities. In organizing this conference, we have tried our level best to be green as well. It is popular belief that green is expensive. Right? When organizing this conference, we challenge the concept that being green is costly. For example, what we did was, in organizing this conference, we made this conference almost paperless. We have printed only limited number of copies of the conference proceedings, which is essential, and the rest of the proceedings were distributed as e-proceedings. Right? And we have incorporated QR codes, so anyone with a smartphone can within seconds access our e-proceedings. You all have probably got the QR code as well. Also all the certificates that we will be distributing at this conference are made of handmade recycled paper. So we have done our duty not to contribute to cut any more trees. Further, we have the name tag that you all are having. It is actually a USB drive with the e-proceedings in it. So it is also reusable. So in this organizing this conference, we have gone to the length that is possible to make it as much as green within the circumstance. Last, I'm going to use this opportunity to thank my wonderful team who was like my strength in organizing this event. It was indeed a pleasure to work with such a dedicated, talented, multidisciplinary team in organizing the event. Their diverse set of strength and talents they brought in help us face multiple challenges. Fortunately for me, my team was ready to go to the battle even when they were battling their individual battles with the help. So without further ado, let me welcome you all to the National Conference on Green Practices 2016.
And now I would like to cordially invite another important force in driving this event towards a success, Professor Dilku Srivaththave, the Director of the Staff Development Center, University of Kelaniya, to speak a few words.
The Secretary to the Ministry of Mahaweli Development and Environment, Mr. Udaya Seniviratne, our Chief Guest. Our Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Sunanda Madhum Bandara, our Guest of Honor, Vice Chancellor of the University of Moratuwa, Professor Ananda Jayawardena, Chairman of the Central Environment Authority, Professor Lal Naveen Dabunsiri, the keynote and the plenary speakers, distinguished speakers of Symposia 1 and 2, deans of faculties of the University of Kelaniya, academic staff members and other distinguished guests. Good morning and welcome to the first National Conference on Green Practices organized by a state university. This actually is organized by the Staff Development Center that I'm heading. I'm extremely proud today to speak on behalf of the team at SDC of the University of Kelaniya. At the Staff Development Center, we hope to do something different, something unique, to improve the human resource development in higher educational institutions in Sri Lanka. We are not just providing training to the staff members. We also want to foster a professional culture and an academic and administrative environment that complements and enhances capabilities of the staff. That's why we want to become the National Center of Excellence in enhancing knowledge, skills and attitudes of all stakeholders of the Sri Lankan higher education system. The SDC, I want to mention this, at the University of Kelaniya provides training to all the members of all 5 faculties, including the medical faculty. We wish to be recognized as a national center that provides professional development opportunities and resources that meets the evolving needs of the country. We are the first SDC, I'm proud to say, that has successfully obtained the prestigious ISO certification from the Sri Lanka Standards Institution. This has enabled the SDC to reach higher standards and maintain systems when providing training to everybody. Since 1998, I'm happy to say we have successfully conducted 17 cycles of our flagship program, the Staff Development Program for Probationary Lecturers in Universities. I have with me several former directors of the SDC, Professor M.J.S. Vijayaratne, the current Research Council's chairman of the university, and Professor Lal Tilakaratne. He was also a former director of the SDC. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion, sirs. Apart from that, we always attract academics from other universities. I'm very proud to say that we always attract people from Moratuwa, Colombo, Rajarata Ruhuna, Sabaragamuwa, the Mixu University, the Visual and Performing Arts, and also the Palian Buddhist University and many others. Ours is the only center that conducts 2 cycles of this program every year. Let me take a few minutes to say something about this conference. Most of it has been covered by our chair, Dr. Sivasinha. The idea for this conference first occurred in 2014. To start making an attitudinal change, the SDC came forward to organize this event of national importance that brought together all the members of the staff of the university. Institutionalizing green practices is our theme. This conference is guided by our vision at the university to become the first national university to successfully adapt the green concept. This indeed is a leap into the future, as Dr. Sivasinha mentioned, of green practices in higher educational institutions. I believe this conference will yield important, immediate and positive results on institutionalizing the green concept in our universities. It will create an ideal platform to share expertise and experience with professionals involved in the field who have institutionalized the green practices in their own institutions. It will be an ideal forum to listen to and share a wealth of knowledge with distinguished speakers and professionals from the CEA and other universities. I take this opportunity to sincerely thank the Vice Chancellor of my university, the Kelaniya University. Without his unconditional support, sir, we wouldn't have been able to do this. Thank you so much for your support, guidance, and always the advice, the moral support. Thank you so much. I also wish to extend my gratitude to all the deans of faculties and academic members of the staff, the speakers, the presenters, the participants, the sponsors, and most of all, my amazing team. I would like to thank all the members of my brilliant team. I will be failing in my duties if I don't do so. The organizing committee of NCGP 2016 was unique and exceptional. What you all are witnessing here is the effort of a young, brilliant academic staff. It comprised members representing all the faculties. When I brought everybody together, I made sure that there are people from all the faculties, the science, the medical, the humanities, social sciences, and so forth. They were brilliant, hardworking. Most of all, they met the deadlines and reaped the benefits of working in a team. My sincere congratulations goes to all of them, and I wish this conference every success. It deserves it. Thanks a lot.
Being that major supporter and driving force of the University of Kelaniya, you've done an impressive job in making this university the successful educational institution that it is today. Sir, we would be honored to hear a few words by you on this special occasion. May I take this opportunity to invite the Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Senior Professor Sunanda Madhuva Bandara, to enlighten us with his words of wisdom.
Mr. Udeshe Vijayaratne, our Chief Guest and Secretary to the Ministry of Mahavira Development and Environment, Professor Anand Jayawardene, the Vice Chancellor of the Moratuwa University, Professor Rashmi Vijayaratne, Dean of the Humanities, Professor Nilanthi Silva, Dean of the Medicine, Professor Kapila Vijayaratne, Dean of the Science, Professor Dilkuswat Dev, Director of Staff Development Center, Professor Asant Subasingha, Chairman of the conference, Professor Lalma Vilamasi, Chairman, Central Environmental Authority, Mr. Mangalyapa, our keynote speaker, Professor Gayatri Jirajan, Chairman, Research Council, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the National Conference on Green Practice 2016, organized by the Staff Development Center of the University of Kerala. As we move into an extremely challenging period in multidisciplinary research, it is a pleasure to address this National Conference on Green Practice 2016. The University of Kerala is moving towards becoming the first university to successfully adopt green practices in this endeavor. I am extremely proud of the fact that we are the first to organize such an event. This is a paperless conference, and many of the initiatives taken by the conference organizing team promotes the green concept. The main objective of the National Conference on Green Practices 2016 is to institutionalize green practices in higher education institutions in Sri Lanka. It hopes to address issues and challenges in the field of green practices and concentrate on sharing experiences and expertise on climate change, eco-design and efficient use of resources, environmental auditing, weed construction, waste management and other related topics. This is the first national conference organized by the STC of the university and marked a milestone in promoting staff training activities that directly result in the sustainable development of a higher educational institution in Sri Lanka. In 2014, the STC became the first and only STC in Sri Lanka to obtain the ISO certification for its flagship program, the Staff Development Program for Probation Lecturers. This conference will provide a platform for practitioners, academics, policymakers, researchers and postgraduate students to share their work and experiences through the presentation of high-quality research. The University of Kerala is known for its contribution to high-quality research in the global context. The recent web-based evaluation feedback we received from other conferences and the increased numbers in research-related activities in the recent past within premises direct us to notice the improving standards of research activity in the university. This efforts by the STC is another activity that complements the world-class standard we strive to meet and maintain collectively as a university. I express my gratitude to Director of the STC, Professor Dilkuswat Dev, and the team of the coordinators from STC representing all the faculties of the university who have worked night and day to achieve what you are witnessing today. I commend the efforts taken by all on whose skills I was ready to make this conference a success. I wish the National Conference on Green Practices 2016 to be successful.
Conservation of the environment and green practices are key themes of the present government. Therefore, its vision and mission are important to us. And now I would like to cordially invite our chief guest for this occasion, Mr. Uday Senaratne, Secretary to the Minister of Mahabali Development and Environment, to speak a few words to you. Sir, I am honored to welcome you forward.
Good morning, everyone. Vice Chancellor, University of California, Professor Sunanda Madhubandara, Professor Jayawardena, Vice Chancellor, University of Moratuwa, Professor Lal Dharmasri, Chairman, Central Environment Authority, and all the members of the academic staff of the University of Caribbean and other distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure to be here this morning representing the Ministry of Mahavali Development and Environment and the President, our Honorable Minister, and the Deputy Minister of Mahavali Development and Environment, Honorable Anuradha Jayaratne. Honorable Deputy Minister was to address this conference, but due to unavoidable circumstances, he could not make it this morning. But I believe he will try his best to attend later sessions in this conference today. So my task, therefore, is to briefly explain Sri Lanka's involvement in the area of activity your conference is concentrating on. I am delighted to learn that this is the first national conference on green practices under the theme Institutionalizing Green Practices, Green for Growth 2016, which is a leap into the future of green practices in higher education institutions in Sri Lanka. This move, I can say, is quite opportune because it is in line with the concepts of the government to develop and promote a blue-green era. Let me explain this concept. Sustainable development and implementing green initiatives or shift to green economies is a major concern of the world today. This is related to the rise of global warming, which to a great extent has a direct link with the rise of the world population and the activities of this increased population. This necessitated the world leaders who attended the 21st session of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP21, to resolve that all possible action taken to limit the rise of global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius from the pre-industrial era by the year 2100. It is strongly felt that it is incumbent of the present generation to employ appropriate measures to utilize limited resources, natural resources of the world for a sustainable production process and consumption for the benefit of the future generation. Being a signatory of the Paris Agreement that adopted all these resolutions, Sri Lanka too has to adopt all appropriate measures to curb the rise of the global warming, especially in view of the fact that it is a developing island nation, highly vulnerable to adverse effect of climate changes that affect all social, economical and development activities. There are many natural disasters that took place in recent past, causing damage to valuable lives and economic resources of the country, and it is apparent that the root cause of such disasters is the unsustainable production and consumption practices of the populace that contribute to major environmental hazards such as air pollution, water pollution, marine pollution, and soil pollution, and soil degradation, which endanger the existence of human as well as flora and fauna. Hence, it is necessary for us to correct social, economic and fiscal development strategies and its direction for the sustainability of future generations. Sri Lanka in the recent past has taken several significant steps towards sustainable development, cognizant of the fact that we not only have a beautiful island rich in biodiversity, but also an ocean rich in marine resources and an attractive and resourceful sea coast. We have gone one step beyond a green economy, and we strive to have a blue-green economy, combining both the sea and the land for sustainable development. The first step in this development in the declaration of Sri Lanka Next, a blue-green era. In January 6 this year, commencing a blue-green development strategy. Under blue-green and the blue ocean economy, sustainable development strategies will be utilized for the utilization of oceanic fish resources, other marine biological resources and ocean mineral resources, while developing ocean and beach-related tourism industry and sports, exploring maritime archaeology, anthropology, producing medicine using oceanic resources, and exploring possibilities of greening energy, generating energy using sea waves and offshore wind power. Under green development, attention will be paid to green industrial production, green agriculture, green energy, green construction, green transport, green employment or green jobs, and green cities and green villages. We also have developed national determined contribution in line with the Paris Agreement to facilitate activation of strategies in different spheres. To name a few, there are energy, transport, industries, urbanization, waste management, forestry, etc. In addition to mitigation, we also have a program for adaptation, especially in areas such as health, food production, agriculture, fisheries, water, irrigation, ocean and beach, biodiversity, cities, megacities, and green village, and human settlements, tourism and entertainment. It is the policy of the government to take initiatives to put the concepts into practice. Necessary legal framework, especially in areas such as sustainable development, climate change, will be emphasized soon by the establishing a Sustainable Development Commission and a Climate Change Commission. It has already been decided that the state will concentration on green construction or green building when it comes to public constructions. Foundations have already been laid to develop 10,000 green smart villages, several projects for the development of solar energy and waste to energy under consideration. We also look into several other areas where we can go green and develop a green economy. A major conference and exhibition will be held in October 17 to 19 this year to highlight our achievements while creating further awareness among the populace of our activities in this regard. So I would like to welcome all the members of the academic community to participate in this event, and I request Professor Dharmasri to liaise with the academic community. An Environment Week has already been declared, and this will be an annual event in future. With these strategies, we hope to reduce emissions of greenhouse gases and the impact of pollutants and pollutes the environment, which in turn will afford a sustainable development for a happy and prosperous future generations. Your university as well as mine, your academics and postgraduates and postgraduate students are welcome to join us in this effort. Please be in touch with us with new ideas, concepts and constructive criticisms of our activities in this sphere so that together we can develop strategies to develop a blue-green economy, sustainable development and above all, a happy and healthy nation. I thank you for this opportunity given and wish you all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Parallel to this conference, a competition was held under two different categories, the non-academic and the school category. The non-academic competition was held for the non-academic staff of the University of Kelaniya to appreciate their interest and contribution towards green practices. For this, they were asked to come up with a poster based on the green project that they implemented, and the winners were selected at a competition held at the University Art Gallery on the 7th of July. The winner would be awarded a certificate and a cash prize of 10,000 rupees. The school competition was held with the participation of students from 17 different schools in the Gampaha district in collaboration with the Environment Committee of the Sri Lanka Association of the Advancement of Science. 2 workshops were held and the students were asked to identify an environmental problem at their school, carry out a project to provide a sustainable solution and present it in the form of a poster. This helped in developing green practices among school children and team spirit, as each team consisted of 5 students. The winners of this competition would receive certificates and a cash prize of 10,000 rupees as well. To award these certificates and cash prizes of the above-mentioned competitions, I would like to cordially invite our chief guest, Mr. Udaya Seniviratne, and our guest of honor, Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya, Senior Professor Sunanda Madhuma Bandara. Please come forward, sir. Next from our guest of honor, Ms. Hasni Ratnamalala, Ms. Arosha Karunaratne, Ms. Ketmi Nanakara, Ms. Nimasha Vikramarachi, and Ms. Shahana Ahmadi. I would also like to call upon the teacher in charge of the winning team to collect the cash prize from the Secretary to the Ministry of Mahavid Development and Environment, Mr. Udaya Seniviratne. Thank you, sir. Extending our warm congratulations to our winners. Let's move on. And now I would like to invite the Secretary of the National Conference on Green Practices 2016, Ms. Shanika Vijayanayaka, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everybody. The Chief Guest, Secretary, Ministry of Mahavid Development and Environment, Mr. Udaya Seniviratne. Guest of Honor, Vice Chancellor, University of Kelaniya, Senior Professor Sunanda Madhuma Bandara. Vice Chancellor, University of Moratuwa, Professor Anand Jayawardena. Deans of the faculties, heads, directors, and all the senior academics of University of Kelaniya. Eminent speakers and sponsors, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. The National Conference on Green Practices 2016 is the first conference organized by the Staff Development Center of University of Kelaniya. As mentioned, the aim of this conference is institutionalizing the green practices by increasing the awareness of green initiatives. We gathered here today for the inaugural ceremony of the conference, and we are now about to bring it to a close. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks to express my gratitude to everyone on behalf of the conference committee. First and foremost, I extend our heartiest gratitude to the Secretary, Ministry of Mahaballi Development and Environment, Mr. Udaya Seneviratne, for gracing this occasion as the chief guest. We are extremely proud of your presence here today and we feel inspired by your words. We owe the success of today's event and the eventual success of the conference to the Vice Chancellor of University of Kelaniya, Senior Professor Sunanda Madhum Bandara. Dear Sir, I thank you very much for your guidance and the trust you placed on us in organizing this event. I am quite certain that this conference is going to be a boost in your endeavor to improve our university in the research landscape of Sri Lanka. Let me further extend a heartiest thank you to all the senior professors, deans, heads and directors, academics, registrar, Bursa and the librarian of University of Kelaniya for sparing their time to be here with us today. It's a great strength to us. Honestly, this conference won't come to today without the incredible support, guidance, enormous faith and wisdom bestowed by the Director, Staff Development Center, Professor Dilkushi Senaratne, the overall coordinator of this conference since the day we started working to breathe life to it. I do hope that we have delivered up to your standards and beyond. I should extend our gratitude to the Chairman, Central Environmental Authority, Professor Lal Mervin Dharmasiri and his staff for their generous sponsorship and the continuous support. I cannot forget the reviewers of the abstracts, all the speakers and all the session chairs, including the keynote speaker, plenary session speaker and the speakers of the symposia. We are looking forward to the wealth of knowledge you are going to share today. Haley's PLC, Nippon Paint Lanka, Holcim Lanka, they are the co-sponsors of the conference who have provided us with a generous financial sponsorship. We greatly appreciate your support, which made this occasion second to none in its standards and color. I would also like to express our sincerest thanks to our official media sponsor, Ceylon Today newspaper, for the extensive publicity from the inception. I should specifically mention the very humble support we received from Mr. Sanjeev Vattari. State Timber Corporation provided us with a sponsorship of 100 cultivar plants to be distributed as token of appreciation for all the participants, and it is highly appreciated. I should further mention and thank the Lions Club Battala and Environmental Subcommittee of the Sri Lanka Association for the Advancement of Science for the support rendered in organizing the Green Your School competition. I cannot forget those schools which participated in the Green Your School competition. Let me say that a lot of creativity and innovation was showcased by all the participants there. While congratulating the winners, I would like to thank all the students and teachers who participated in this competition. Furthermore, all the effort and the talent of the participants of the non-academic staff poster competition should also be appreciated. And let me extend a heartfelt gratitude to all the presenters of the pre-paper sessions for gracing your important work and sharing your findings and opinions within the course of day to day. I wish to thank several parties who worked tirelessly and contributed immensely towards making this ceremony a success. Mrs. Anoma and her team at Kenny Events here, Ms. Agatha Winslow and Star Waters Edge, Ms. Anosha Koralge and her team at Crescent Flowers for the expertise and professionalism demonstrated. And I should specially mention that all the certificates of this conference are printed on recycled paper. And our heartiest thanks goes to Mr. Manish and his team at Chakra Recycled Paper for the very professional job they offered in printing the certificates. Well, ladies and gentlemen, an event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling about 6 months ago, and it required precise planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated members who knew their job and who were result-oriented. First of all, let me extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Vasanthi Subasinghe, the chair of the conference. Without her minute-to-minute guidance and support, we couldn't have come this far. Thank you very much, madam, for providing encouragement and your meticulous planning in organizing the conference. How can I forget the selfless commitment, wisdom and dedication of Dr. Madhava Chandratilaka, the co-chair of the conference. You were a great strength for all of us from the day one. My enormous respect to you, sir, for your leadership. My dear colleagues in the organizing committee and the volunteers, especially Dr. Narada Fernando, Dr. Deepa Gunasekara, Dr. Chandima Bogavathar, Ms. Kumudu Sumeda, Mr. Arjun De Silva, and Mr. Aruna Shanta, a big thank you to all of you for all the support rendered. Last but not least, distinguished guests, colleagues, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for accepting our invitation and joining with us today in this ceremony. Your support and encouragement will certainly take us to a more exciting future. Although it is time to bring down the curtains for the inauguration ceremony, it is the beginning of a day of excellent research, collaboration, sharing and networking. We hope that this conference will be a giant step of the university history, making our university the first national green university of Sri Lanka. And I do hope that you will enjoy the conference very much. Thank you very much.
And now, as a token of appreciation for gracing this occasion today, we would like to present sandalwood plants to our chief guest and guest of honor. In order to do this, I would like to call forward the Director of the Staff Development Center, University of Kelaniya, Professor Dilkushi Vattave, and Chair of this conference, Dr. Vasanthi Subasinghe. Please come forward. Professor Dilkushi Vattave will be presenting this token of appreciation to our chief guest. Sir, please come forward. And Dr. Vasanthi Subasinghe will be presenting the token to our Vice Chancellor. Sir, would you please? And also 2 photographs will be presented to our chief guest and guest of honor. For this, I would like to invite Mr. Gayan Prasanna Gamage, the photographer of the exhibition. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion. We highly appreciate your presence. As we mark the end of this inauguration ceremony, we hope that this project would be a huge success and contribution towards making Sri Lanka and our planet a greener and much more favorable place to live in. Thank you very much for joining us today. Please rise for the national anthem of the University of Kelaniya.